Buenas a todo el mundo, piltrafillas. Aquí estamos otra vez, como dije, con las putillas. Vamos con las putillas. Casa de chatalla. Ole. Acuérdate de invertir los puntos en la hoja de personaje cada vez que subo de nivel. Me acuerdo. Tranquilízate, que me acuerdo. Venga. Joder, se tarda un huevo y medio en cargar, Así que tú es chatalla, no está mal. Un sitio donde las mujeres fuman, ¿dónde está? Claro que sí. ¿Clase de sujetador pezonera es ese? ¿En serio? ¿A quién le bailas? Vale, hija, vale. Primero le fisgo un poco. Ah, no, por aquí no. Por aquí. Tienes a dos y no estás haciendo nada. Eres tonto. ¿Esto qué es? Un archivo poniente a las islas del verano. A ver, ¿qué dicen de las islas del verano? Códice. John Arryn. Lord Arryn, guardián del oriente, señor del nido de águilas y defensor del valle, exclamado el rey del Robert Baratheon. Se ha casado 3 veces, los 2 primeros matrimonios se acaban en tragedia y no le dio hijos, hasta que esposó a Lisa Tull, hija de Lord Hoster Tully. Vale. Robert Baratheon. Valar Colina. Chata, casas, mitos. Saladón, Ferror, 7 Wargs. Es del verano. Es del verano forma un archipiélago situado en el mar del verano, en el lejano sur de Poniente. Sus habitantes tienen la piel como el ébano y vistan ropas de colores brillantes, a menudo decoradas con plumas. Su sociedad es libre, las mujeres son iguales a los hombres y el contacto carnal considerado una celebración de la vida, un pecado. Allí la chatalla. No te decisión la reunión de Robert Baratheon que tuvo lugar hace 15 años. Las fuerzas conjuntas de Robert Baratheon y Jon Arryn intentaron hacer retorcer los ejércitos del príncipe Rhaegar Targaryen hacia el Tridente, pero las fuerzas Targaryen resistieron. En esa batalla, Mors y Alester, ambos al servicio de la casa Lannister, destacaron por su coraje y valía. A partir de entonces se los conoció como la espada de doble filo. Sí que se conocen. Está bailando. Ah, mierda.
Many pardons, my lord, but are you not
Coño, Varys.
Sarwick? I heard tell that you had returned to the Seven Kingdoms.
Indeed. You appear to know much about me. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
I realize that my impromptu intervention might have startled you, my lord, but pray, do not take umbrage. The return of a war hero could not help but attract my attention, particularly when his return proves to be so ostentatious.
I won no honors in the war, just scars. But you have yet to introduce yourself.
Your modesty does you honor, my lord. You forged quite a name for yourself fighting for King Robert in his rebellion. Excuse my rudeness. I've not yet told you my name. I am Lord Varys, and I hope you will count me as a friend. We never crossed paths 15 years ago, but perhaps you have heard of me?
Lord Varys. Oh yes, I know you. You were Master of Whisperers to old King Aerys Targaryen. I
Por
did
un
not
lado,
recognize
confías en
you,
él, pero por otro, que esto en
disguised as you
plan...
are. I remember a more elegant man of the court.
Well, I am delighted to hear that. Let us simply say that I sometimes prefer to go unnoticed.
You haven't changed. Already in the time of Eris, it was said that you had eyes in every court in Westeros, and that you knew everything about everyone. We rebels called you the Spider. Some of our lords were wary of you. You made some enemies along the way.
Alas, the people of the Seven Kingdoms have little affection for eunuchs. All of those noble knights and grand lords are loath to risk their reputations with informers and spies. But in the Game of Thrones, information is power. Those who most despise us are often the first to benefit from our whispers.
Please pardon my curiosity, Lord Varys, but I find it surprising to see a person of your ilk frequenting houses of ill repute.
Well, there are 1,000 little nothings to be learned in this sort of establishment. Whores make men talkative, you understand?
Sí, sí.
And since King Robert was kind enough to keep me in my position, I have much to do here.
It would really surprise me if our meeting were purely chance.
Indeed, but my intentions are good. I wanted to discuss the Baratheon rebellion.
Why not? There is one question that I've never been able to be free of. Do you believe that the rebellion was a good thing, after all is said and done? Is King Baratheon a better king than Targaryen?
Old King Aerys was mad, my lord. Mad and cruel. That no one can deny.
Cierto?
His habit of burning the great people of the kingdom alive could only bring him to ruin. After that, any idiot could have passed for a good king. As for His Majesty, Robert, his subjects loved him. Of that I have little doubt. But he pays little heed to matters of the realm and remains blind to the enemies around him. I fear that a new storm brews on the horizon. Does that knowledge make you regret your part in the rebellion?
Some good came of it all the same. I find comfort in telling myself that all was not done in vain.
You were just one young knight amongst hundreds of others, and Tywin Lannister was always a demanding master. He dragged you into that war and you carried out your duty as a bannerman.
At the time, Lord Tywin wanted a foot in each camp. When he ordered us to fight for Robert, I chose to follow his orders. Yes.
Why such bitterness, my friend? You fought valiantly, and, more importantly, you were on the winning side.
Estabais en la bando vencedor. Ya empezamos con las traducciones. ¿Esto qué es? ¿Final Fantasy VII? ¿Que traducen como el culo o qué?
Came to reap the benefits of your efforts, you turned away and left Westeros. I admit that I do not understand why.
It is something that I recall without fondness, Lord Varys, and of which I do not speak easily.
Ah, my dear Alistair, it is too cruel of you to leave my curiosity thus unsatisfied. But your secrets are yours alone. I have no wish to cause offense. Perhaps it would interest you to learn that your old squire, Valar, did not spurn the honors as you did. Lord Tywin Lannister covered him in gold and knighted him to reward him for his exploits and his unfailing loyalty.
For his unspeakable brutality, you mean to say? I had the opportunity to behold his work again in the square. Such a wild beast should not be left to roam free, much less granted a command. It is an invitation to disaster.
Have a care, my friend. Sir Valar has become an important member of the court. He is a faithful supporter of Queen Cersei's, and he could cause you great harm if you were to make him an enemy. I strongly recommend that you avoid making such remarks in public.
Valar is not only my old squire, he is also my half-brother. He may very well be as poisonous as an asp, but he cannot silence me. Not today, not ever.
I hope for your sake that you know what you're doing, my friend. Now, I'm afraid that I must beg your leave. Please excuse me. I'm afraid that my little birds are always chirping and demanding my attention. Make the most of your stay with Chattia. I hope to see you again soon.
Paris puede ser un buen aliado, pero también puede ser muy peligroso. Vamos a ver con Chatalla primero. ¿Dónde estás? Me he perdido. Aquí. Chatalla.
Now here's a visitor
Yes,
who
okay.
brings back pleasant memories. Is that really you, Sir Alistair?
It has been a long time, Shataya.
It has been years since you honored us with your presence. It's been so long. I thought you'd lost interest in houses of pleasure.
You weren't wrong about that. My eyes have been opened to the light of Relor, and I took up the red robes of priesthood.
The gods gave us voices with which to sing their praises, hands to build their temples, and desire to honor them through our lovemaking.
You haven't changed, Shataya, but I have.
Sí, ahora...
If there's anything I can do to lighten your worries, it would be my pleasure. Just ask.
I'm looking for a certain Falena. Is she one of the girls in this house?
Falena is one of my most enchanting girls, and she is well educated. She will be just impertinent enough to please you, my dear. I'm surprised that you know her.
I learned that she was, rather close to my brother.
Of course. I should have known. Gawain very much enjoyed Falena's attentions. Would you care to spend some time in her pleasant company?
It would be a pleasure.
Do go upstairs. Her room is at the end of the corridor on the left. She has been rather sad as of late. Perhaps you will succeed in comforting her.
I'll see what I can do.
La voy a... La voy a consolar, Chatalla. No te... ¿Soy tonto? ¿Qué coño es esto? La construcción con corte. Te he robado, no te preocupes. La voy a consolar. Ahí no. Es esta. ¿Tú? Sí.
You are Falena, if I'm not mistaken. Shataya said that I might find you here.
You are not mistaken, my lord. How might I please you?
A one-on-one will be enough to satisfy me. Preferably far from prying ears.
My lord needs only close the door. At Shataya's, the walls are thick and the beds are deep.
Slow down. I just want to speak with you.
Oh, in that case, it will be done according to my lord's pleasure.
I am Alistair, of House Sarwick. I imagine that means something to you.
Sarwick? By the maiden, you are from Gawain's family, are you not? Did he send you? How is he? When will he return?
By Relor's flame. Why are you so concerned with my brother's fate?
My lord, I know the realities of my profession. Shataya treats us well, but in a few years I will be too old to draw men's eyes. And what awaits me then? Begging or walking the docks? I wish for Lord Gawain to take me into his service. Not to marry him. I'm not that naive. But he has always been attentive and charming. He will make a good master. He and I have talked about this.
I understand your worries, but all of this does not tell me where he is. You recently sent him a love letter. You seem to be aware of his movements.
Yes, my lord. Lord Gawain told me he was going to River Spring in order to visit his father. Lambert, his servant, would send me news. He told me that Lord Gawain planned to return to King's Landing shortly. So that he wouldn't forget to pay me a visit, I sent him a message.
He came here.
Yes, but my message was for naught. He came directly here soon after his arrival in town. He found out that the city watch was looking for him. It was I who washed the dust of travel from him. He did not even go to his home first.
Uy, mierda.
At least he made it to King's Landing. I was beginning to wonder if he had disappeared along the way. Did he tell you what he planned to do next?
He was very nervous. He hardly spoke to me that night. I tried to ask him questions about the patricide rumors, but they only made him angry. The last thing he said was that he would go to the Red Keep, that the Crown would hear what he had to say, and that he had more than one card to play. He left at the first light of dawn. I have had no news since, and the Gold Cloaks continue to search for him. Something must have gone wrong. What do you plan to do, my lord? The City Watchers searched for him in vain for days. Even Lord Varys does not know his whereabouts, and Lord Varys knows all.
You spoke of Gawain with the eunuch. Why? What did he want?
He asked me questions, my lord. Nearly the same ones you did. He said he wanted to help him.
Strange. Why would the Master of Whisperers want to help a fugitive escape the King's justice?
I don't know why, but Lord Varys has always been good to us here. He has given us many reasons to be thankful for his attention. As far as he knows, the City Watch never caught Lord Gawain. The Gold Cloaks have nothing to do with his disappearance.
Yes, I thought so. They came to search the Sarwick residence and are still looking for him. I will go to the Red Keep and see if I can find out more about him.
Wait. This cloak belongs to Lord Gawain. He forgot it. Take it, please.
By the fire! That's Sarwick Giltwaters. I remember seeing Father wear it on many a special occasion. Indeed. A cloak is more appropriate for a royal interview. I wasn't expecting to find it in this place.
Lord Gawain wore it when he would come to visit. Since he was a wanted man, he feared it would attract too much attention, so he preferred leaving it here. I am sure he would be happy to know that the cloak is in the hands of a kinsman.
This cloak is worth a fortune. How kind of you to return it to me.
You're making me blush. Frankly, I'm uncomfortable keeping this cloak in my residence. If the Gold Cloaks were to find it, I could get into trouble. Take it, please. It's yours. I pray to the maiden to help you in your search. Find Gawain, my lord. Bring him back safe and sound.
I would need more than the help of an imaginary goddess. But I appreciate the intention, as I'm sure my brother does as well. Farewell, Felina.
Ve a la Fortaleza Roja, paseo los pasos de Gara. Vale. Pues hacia la Fortaleza Roja. Me cago en tal. A ver, leches, ¿dónde está la maldita? Empezamos bien.
There, that's him. Halt there. In the name of the Crown, I arrest you.
What is it I stand accused of, officer?
You are accused of murder. Guards from the City Watch were killed in your home just today.
I returned home, and your men attacked me for no reason. I didn't wish to fight, but your men wouldn't hear reason.
Follow us peaceably, and we'll clear things up in the Red Keep. The King's justice concerns everyone, my lord, even people of your standing. Give yourself up.
What will
Pues
become
serán
of him?
cabrones.
He will be stripped of his weapons and brought to the dungeons of the Red Keep. If he's found guilty, tradition allows him to choose his own punishment. He will either be sent to the wall to take the black, or be beheaded.
Now that's an amusing notion.
And if you should be foolish enough to resist, my men are just outside, and they would eagerly welcome a chance to avenge their brothers in arms. A simple gesture from me, and this brothel will be left in ruins.
Sir Alistair, I pray, none of that here. Think of my girls.
Very well, officer. I'll follow you.
I follow you, la madre que... Yo no lo seguiría. Jo. Pues empezamos. Está bien esto,
Courage, Alistair. Courage. A few days spent in the dungeons of the Red Keep won't be the death of me. They're bound to send me someone to speak with.
Joder, Alistair. ¿Cómo tiene el aparte que está amazado. ¿Cómo tiene el puto
Hello,
cuerpo, no?
Lord Sarwick.
Coño, el que faltaba.
Lord Varys?
It is too bad these surroundings are not as pleasant as our last encounter. How has your stay been?
Long. I had expected a quick trial when the men of the City Watch came to arrest me. I was mistaken. You are the first person to come and visit me. Why are you here? Usually my only visitors are rats.
You see, the fact that you don't seem to care about yourself rather pleases me. Your escape will go unnoticed for quite some time.
My escape? Has someone decided to help me out of here?
I am here to serve you, my Lord Sarwick.
What could you possibly gain from that?
The balance of the Seven Kingdoms is delicate, and I predict more upheaval to come. It is clear that you have a role in what is to come.
Thank you for your concern, but I refuse to leave these cells as a fugitive. I prefer to await my trial and defend my name before the crown.
You are quite the optimist.
I am sorry if I've ruined your plans. I intend to meet with the Queen. I must take back Riverspring and keep that traitor Valar from getting his hands on it. To do that, my name must be cleared. Otherwise, how can I plead my case before the Queen?
Cleared? You've killed Goldcloaks, my friend.
Who has accused me? One of Valar's soldiers? Then it will be my word against his.
I see. It may not go as smoothly as you imagine. Believe me when I tell you that it will be several more weeks before your trial. In the meantime, Zavala will have wed to your sister.
Valar is the one who truly preoccupies you, is he not? That's why you're here, making this proposal.
Only the kingdom preoccupies me, my friend.
Sí.
That said, we may find common ground.
I'm listening.
I can get you an audience with the Queen. Today, if you wish it.
I doubt that a fugitive would be allowed to approach her, much less speak to her.
You only knew Cersei Lannister as a naive young princess, dear man. Since her marriage, she has become a strong-willed queen with a burning ambition, well-versed in intrigue. She has been filling the court with her creatures for years now.
So?
Thus, the virtue she prizes above all else is loyalty, which she rewards generously. That is how Zavala moved up in court, and therein, paradoxically, lies your opportunity. Swear blind allegiance to the Queen, become her devoted servant, and she will give you what
Mi
you
cojones.
And you believe that Valar will just sit there and allow me to thwart his ambitions?
Oh, I doubt that very much. It is quite likely that he will strike back at you eventually, but in front of the Queen, he won't dare to use force. Of course, he will try to remind her of her commitments, but she has never been capable of the same loyalty that she demands of her men. Impress her, make yourself more desirable than your rival, and you will win.
Vosotros no más deseable que vuestro rival y venceréis.
Is Valar sly enough to have wronged the Master of Whisperers himself?
Your half-brother is much more intelligent than he appears, and he has a powerful ally who has begun to move her pawns forward. As for the details, those are my concern.
Excellent, Varys. How do you plan on getting me out of here?
As you may imagine, I have no desire to be seen in the company of a fugitive when I go back up. You'll have to manage on your own. Here is the key to your cell. Once I've left, you will leave and head towards the guard room. You will find the guard asleep at his post. I'll wager that he was served a particularly strong glass of wine.
Very well. And the others? Surely the king's prisons are not guarded by just one drunk man.
Don't worry. In the very depths of the Red Keep, there are paths known only to ghosts and spiders.
Are you saying that the throne room can be accessed through secret passages without being seen by anyone?
Indeed. When the Red Keep was built, King Maegor the Cruel made certain that the fortress walls were all connected by a vast network of secret passages. These passages allowed his spies to see and hear everything that occurred in every room in the keep. It is said that Maegor had every man who worked on its construction executed, in order to keep the passages secret.
Apparently that was not enough.
Indeed. But don't forget, Lord Sarwig, it is my duty to stay informed. I am the only one who knows all of its entrances and the full extent of its meanderings.
I see. Then tell me how to access the throne room.
Pass by the row of cells across from yours. Look for the one with the flagstone on the floor bearing the sigil of the Targaryen dragon. It is a passage towards the tunnels. Past that point, be on your guard.
Don't worry about me. I carry the light of R'hllor. It will guide me in the darkness.
I will await you at the end of the passage to give you access to the throne room, where you will meet the Queen. Good luck, Lord Alistair, and I will see you soon.
Bien, bien, bien. Ya lo he dicho, está amazado. Lord Alistair está amazado, pero tiene la mano derecha y el cuello para esa parte hecha mierda, Ya empezamos.
By the flame! It's our quartermaster. So he's the one I heard yelling. May R'hllor welcome him to his light.
Por aquí no es.
Wine's too strong, eh? Obviously Varys truly knows how to live.
Aquí. Ábrete. Me cago en... Vale, muy bonito. Venga. Menuda mierda, guardias, en serio. Ya empezamos. Calzas de malla mercenaria, vale. Las cosas... Inventario. Esto. Armadura de restaurar. Esto. What? Coño. Calza de mercenario, botas de cuero, botas de piel. ¿Cómo no? Ah, sí. Ole. Ya estoy too fast, too furious. Déjame pasar. ¡Abre! Quiero ir a Targaryen. Quiero ver a Targaryen.
There, the dragon. The passage that Varys told me about must be hidden in that cell. R'hllor, guide me. You who see all. Reveal to me what is hidden in the dark.
Puedo impactar la visión de rol que raramente se entiende objetos. Bueno, vamos a dejarlo aquí en los pasadizos de la Fortaleza Roja. Nunca pensé que entraría en uno de estos. Así que, ya sabéis, like, favoritos, y al que no le ha gustado, pues mala suerte. Nadie es perfecto. Adiós.